Hello, Fruit Force. This is Captain Fruit reporting for duty, and today I'm going to talk about Batgirl in the new direction over the last few issues, and a little bit about issue 33. I read some of Batgirl starting at issue number 1 because I wanted to read some female characters to my little girl. And I'm going to tell you right off the bat, Batgirl from the start was an absolute crap fest series. It was garbage. My 3-year-old girl did not like it at all either, and my boy, because he sat with me too, also did not like it. It was not good, and there's a many reasons why it wasn't. And so, and once again, this has come back to my little girl loves Thor and things like that. She loves Wonder Woman. She just could not get in this, and I don't think anybody could. There's just, the series had at the beginning a ton of reasons to stand out as garbage. And I'd say the first 24 issues were a complete waste of time, not a good read at all. Every book, the books especially that were written by Hope Larson, there was a little bit of change between there before now that the writer that there is. During Hope Larson's run on, the tenure on that book, we had a crappy costume redesign that was just, it was like cosplay. It was really crappy. It didn't look good. And why would you take the iconic, cool-looking Batgirl costume and use that? It was just not good, not appealing. Neither of my kids found it appealing either. Barbara, during the series, was like she was de-aged. Like they made her a teenager, and the way she behaved and everything just did not fit the Barbara character. Barbara Gordon is a smart, very smart woman, and she was written more like oh, look what's like going on today. It was just terrible writing for that way. The characterization was pathetic. The book was also riddled with SJW banter constantly, with the usual white man is bad. And for example, see this image from issue 22. Of course, throughout her tenure writing this book, we also had the evil corporations. Here's another image from issue 21. And then, of course, all of her friends had to be part of the LGBTQ crowd or portrayed as a weak nerd, as a guy. It's just, once again, the classical SJW writing. They had to also make sure they thrown in vilifying climate change deniers. So if you don't believe in, and it's not necessarily believing in climate change, it's believing in global warming or whatever. And this is a panel from issue 19, by the way. You're obviously a bad person, or you don't believe in science. No, it just means you don't believe what they believe. But once again, you have to be vilified. And the art in the book constantly makes men, especially like Nightwing, look like a wimp, as you can see here from issue 15. So overall, the first 24 issues of Batgirl was nothing more than SJW garbage drivel, which is what's expected. They tend to write more about agendas than story, and that's what we had here. We had really garbage stories that were touted with more agenda. It just, once again, not good. And I will say the agenda wasn't as in your face as we've seen on some things, like Supergirl, the TV show. Not the comic, the comic's good, but it definitely had a SJW hammer to it. Now, I will say, after issue 24, it's been increasingly getting better, and we're now to the point where we're at issue 33. And I'm going to say issue 33 isn't maybe the strongest story. We've got our brother coming back again with a possible redemption arc for him, but it's foreshadowing things are probably going to go wrong. We have Batgirl getting a little bit unhinged. I wouldn't give this like a 10 out of 10 or anything, or my normal F through A. I'd probably give it a C+. But that is leaps and bounds better than the Fs it would have been getting in Ds previously. Because, we have a couple things going for it. We're back to a more traditional Batgirl costume. Yes, it's still not the same, but it is more based on her traditional, and it just works better. It has a better story since issue 24. The stories have had more depth, more meaning. The art has been better too, arguably. Much, much better. They switched art teams and with different artists, and it's clearly been much, much better portrayed all over. So, and also better characterization. They got her away, at least since issue well, probably since about issue 24, or a little bit after 24. A lot of her, she's not been around the original cast that the book started with, because that was just garbage, absolute garbage. She's actually more to her roots with the cast. No, it's okay to her have those friends and things. Once again, this isn't a homophobic diatribe or anything of that nature. It's just, once again, when everything surrounding him is that, it doesn't paint a true picture of the world, and it doesn't paint a true picture around the world of that character either. It's just a little bit more back to its roots now than what it was. So the book has been getting better. So if you've been wanting to read another female character hero book and you're not getting anything good from like Captain Marvel, that's for sure, or much from Marvel, maybe you want something to add to your Wonder Woman reading, or maybe you got sick of that now too, because, well, you know, things are. This might be one that's worth at least checking out. Now, time will only tell if it stays decent or gets better, but I will say it's definitely been improving. Alright, well, thank you for watching this video. If you do like it, please be sure to hit like, subscribe, and if you don't mind, since subscribing doesn't mean anything to YouTube, hit that notification bell. And if you don't mind, share this channel with your friends. If you want to help out the channel, you can go down to the info bar and we have a Patreon link where you can help the channel for as little as $1 a month. That money greatly comes to help us do these videos and things. Also, if you're not a fan of Patreon and you don't want to support us with Patreon, there's a Streamlabs OBS button there you can click to, link in the info bar, and you can do a one-time donation if you want to as well, avoiding all the Patreon, all the YouTube mumbo jumbo stuff, because we are 100% fan funded. And we thank you very much for your time, and until next time, keep it frugal.